Let me give you a number and I want you to really feel it. 34 cents. How does it sound to you? That's what Google now charges to generate 1000 images with its newest model. Not one image, a thousand. A thousand pictures for about the price of a stick of a gum. Each one made in under 4 seconds. I keep coming back to this number because a year ago, a single decent AI image felt like a small event, right? You would prompt it, you would wait, and then you would share it. Now it's a fraction of a penny and faster than you can describe what you want. The beginning of this week, DeepMind made two moves that together tell exactly where is this all going about. Welcome to AI Tidbits. I know I haven't been posting for a while because of different engagements. Here today I am with the news about Google DeepMind's new generative media model. So the first is Nano Banana 2 Lite. It's the fastest, cheapest image model in their lineup. About 4 seconds an image, 34 cents per thousand. The second is Gemini Omni Flash, which does the same thing but for video. It generates 10-second clips that lets you edit them by just talking to it. These two models are available today in Google AI Studio, Gemini API, and Gemini Enterprise platforms. And the two are designed to snap together, right? You generate a still image with Nano Banana and then hand it to Omni Flash and say, now animate this, but change the lighting to sunset or swap the jackets of the character. So in plain English, and it does it, keeping the original audio and video intact. That's the actual product now, an end-to-end pipeline from idea to a finished animated clip that a developer can wire into an app for pennies. So everyone is going to cover this as Google's new image model, and they will ask the usual question: is it prettier than Midjourney? Is it better than OpenAI's? So those are the wrong questions now, because this Lite model isn't even Google's best model. On the public leaderboards, it ranks around 5th. OpenAI's top image model still beats it clearly. Google knows that, and they shipped it anyway loudly as a flagship launch. You know why? Why would you make a big deal out of your 5th place model? Because they're not competing on quality anymore, so they are competing on cost and speed, and that tells you the image quality war is basically over. Not because someone has won it, but because everybody is good enough now. So when 5 different models can all make a picture that's perfectly fine for an ad, a thumbnail, or even a product mock-up, then prettiest stops mattering, right? So because they're all at the same level now, and the cheapest and fastest at massive scale starts mattering. So Google looked at the board and decided the interesting game is in the trophy, it's the volume that it can hold. And I think the quiet signal here is that we have crossed from AI images as a craft now, so something you carefully make one at a time, to it has crossed to a point where people are focusing on AI images as a utility, like electricity or water, like it's just an utility. So something that just flows cheap in the background by the millions. So that's a much bigger deal than any single gorgeous demo, and almost nobody is framing it that way. So when I talk about image as a utility, it sounds abstract until you actually sit with it. When a great image costs a real amount of money and takes real time, you use it sparingly. You make one hero picture for the top of the article, but when it's a fraction of a cent and 4 seconds, you don't make one image, right? You make a personalized one for every single user. The online store shows you the product in your room, in your style. The learning app draws a custom illustration for the exact example you are stuck on. And the email you get has a picture generated just for you. So that's the shift we are talking about. So generation of images stop being a destination you go to, like opening Midjourney, and becomes an invisible layer inside everything else. So that's why Google is baking this straight into search, into Gemini app, into their enterprise tools and whatnot. So they don't want you to visit the image generator, they want it firing constantly underneath in your products you are already using. So my inference on this is that the winner in this space won't be whoever makes the single most beautiful image. It will be whoever makes generation so cheap and so embedded that you stop noticing it's happening at all. So cheap and invisible beats brilliant and separate at this time. So when we talk about Gemini Omni Flash, so the 10-second clips, you look at what it prices at 10 seconds per second of a video and look at what it does, right? The conversational editing, which is the most important requirement of any industry right now. You don't re-render from scratch every time you want a change. You say relight this or swap that character or even change the camera angle a bit, or and it edits existing clip while keeping the audio and motion coherent, because the hard and expensive part of video was never generating the first draft. So it was the revisions, the endless, can we make it a little warmer or brighter or faster, try the camera angle from other side. So as you give it, it regenerates right from the scratch, and sometimes the details might even change. The director Steven Soderbergh and others have rightly pointed out many times that AI is currently treated less as an automated director and more like a storyboarding solution or pre-production solution, where you can prepare hyper fast storyboarding. It might not replace yet the intentionality of an artist, but it can help a great filmmaker refine their vision much faster. So refining a scene, that's where the hours and money are going right now. A model that takes plain English edit requests and just does them is attacking the actual bottleneck of the video production. My take on it is text to video demos get the headlines, but conversational editing is the feature that quietly eats the real production workflows. So we need to watch that one. Okay, now if images are about to become free and infinite, we have to talk about the flip side of it as well. So if anyone can generate 1,000 photorealistic images for just 34 cents, then anyone can generate 1,000 fake ones also just as cheaply, right? So fake products, fake events, fake people, fake evidences. So the same economics that make this exciting for a creator might make it terrifying for the information ecosystem as a whole. So I don't think you can talk about the cheap generation honestly without talking about that. In the previous episodes, we spoke about an invisible watermark that gets embedded into everything that is being generated by these models, right? It's called synth ID and it's woven into the actual pixels. So it survives screenshots, cropping, compression, and filters. And this year, the industry actually started converging, like the OpenAI and NVIDIA and almost every other solution out there, like 11 Labs and others, agreed to work with the same standards. And Google's building detection right into search and Chrome. So over 1,000 billion pieces of content have been already watermarked this way, but this is a point that we always have to care about. The absence of watermark proves nothing either. So a missing watermark doesn't mean an image is real, and its presence does not mean it's fake. So this is just a tool, not a proper solution. My genuine take on this is a chicken and egg problem, right? And I'm not fully sure which one is ahead. So that's it. That's the episode, guys. So leave in the episode comments how you would like to try this model and what's your comments on it. Thank you for tuning into my episode and see you in the next one. Bye.